So, this ain't Red Dead, as popular as you guys could tell. This is Assassin's Creed 3, the earliest Assassin's Creed game except for Assassin's Creed 1 I have, which, in my opinion, Assassin's Creed 1 is a bit boring, so in my Assassin's Creed series, we're gonna skip 1 unless you guys demand it. But the reason why we skipped to 3 is because I don't have 2 Brotherhood and Revelations. Well, I do have Revelations, just that I don't want to install it again. I'm gonna wait till I can get the Ezio collection, which is 2 Brotherhood and Revelations. So this is what we have for now.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
There we have it. What was I gonna say before? Before that, like, 3-minute long cutscene.
We're here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a bit of a break from Red Dead series. maybe for a couple of days. I don't know how long. But I'm gonna focus on this series. We're starting off from 3 because I don't want to start at 1. 1's a bit boring, especially for YouTube content.
Let's go.
I would start at 2. I have played 2. I've completed it. I think I'm gonna merge the completing Saturdays into the series because this game has lots of stuff to complete after you're done with the game. I did have a previous series of this, I'm pretty sure, on the PlayStation. I streamed it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What happened to my D-pad? Hold on. So this is where we're starting up from now, for now. So for the next couple of days I'll be focusing on this series. Probably twice a day. I wasn't thinking on recording today, I was really tired. But since I had nothing to do, I decided to do this. Each
In
episode will
another
be 30
moment,
minutes.
down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Hopefully we don't get copyright for this, but we don't care, we don't get money. Yeah, I've been recording a lot more since I found out an easier way to set up recording. I have not played this game in a while. I was saying to play Liberation a lot. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. But Liberation's a bit boring, and so that's why we would do it.
I think we're here.
But we would definitely do Tyranny of King Washington. The next one that we'll do after this is Assassin's Creed 4. Black Flag, which was one of the more longer ones. I remember I spent like a week just trying to complete it. But so I'm gonna plan to get a DLC for it. I've already completed this game. I'm not going to try to do any spoilers. For any of you newcomers that have not watched the live stream series of this, that was near the end. I've also completed Revelations. It was the very first Assassin's Creed game I completed. I am pretty sure this game was the very, or Liberation, I don't know, was the very first Assassin's Creed game I've played. But I don't remember any of it previously before I played on the PlayStation. I think it played when I was like 3. But I didn't even know I was not supposed to play this.
The key. You must find the key.
About 2 years ago,
Son,
I was allowed to play this.
So. Here we go again.
Oh, that was making me really
Desmond?
nauseous.
do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the animals instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay.
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
So,
Okay, Desmond.
I'll try to explain some of the lore of Assassin's Creed. In case any of you guys don't know what it is. The lore of it is, of course, Desmond. For the first 4 games, it's about Desmond. And of course, Pieces of Eden. But it's mainly about the Assassins, the Templars. And Juno, which I'm pretty sure you meet in Assassin's Creed 1, is a part. Oh, I forgot the name of the race, but was a part of a race before humans. Which, when we came around, they used us as sort of as slaves until Adam and Eve escaped. Which are human. Oh, I remember the race Isu. Which Adam and Eve were human Isu hybrids. So that's sort of the beginning lore of it.
When we were visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
If you want to figure out any more of the lore, go ahead and watch some YouTube videos about it. There's so many.
Okay, Desmond, let's practice climbing on these objects.
Assassin's Creed is one of the most popular video game series of all time. It's one of the most biggest as well. I'm a huge fan of it. I have almost every single Assassin's Creed game. I used to have the Ezio collection, which had Revelations, Brotherhood,
Run your
and
way through
2.
this little obstacle course.
But of course, the scratch got it. The disc got scratched somehow, even though it kept it in its case for a long time.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond, follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Surprise!
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
I'm excited for the new Assassin's Creed game to come out later this year. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
you're wondering who this is,
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied.
so that character,
Alright, that's all.
this one,
Don't forget your invitation.
he's a Templar. We'll figure out that out later. But I already know that. I'm just gonna. It ain't that much of a spoiler. But he's the son of Assassin's Creed 4 protagonist, Edward Kenway. He's Haytham Kenway.
Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
In front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Which Edward Kenway is a Templar. Well, not a Templar, I mean assassin.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good
This is
evening,
the
sir.
same theater
This way, please.
as one other one in another game. I should probably shut up now because I don't want to spoil anything.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work.
Sorry, Jax. I went to a party. I'm gonna message him. Can you wait 13 minutes? No. Yeah.
Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
He's seated among the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
So, Black Pearl had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
1,000 pardons. I'm so sorry.
Dr. Disrespect. which fun fact, the release date was of the original Assassin's Creed game. That was in 2007. Assassin's Creed 2, 2009. This is special you to me, and that's why. Privacy issues. I should have probably said a warning. Blood and cussing.
You should have come to me. You would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
If you're wondering where this game is set in, it is set in 1776-ish, and the American Revolution in America.
Come, please!
That man there! Seize him! A man was killed in the upper balcony. I've done no wrong. I swear. Any weapons?
I beg your pardon.
No
pushing,
please.
Please. Let us through.
Peace, friends. There is no danger. Peace, friends. There is no danger.
Try to remember.
Peace, friends. There is no danger. What are those men doing?
I'm scared when it's came.
Move. Peace, friends. There is no danger. Imbecile. Where are you going?
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first?
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is.
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
So, I'm gonna end it here. Like and subscribe. Make sure to tell your friends and family. Whoever you know. Get this channel around. I'll see you next time. Bye.